Welcome back to the Xavier Banks Road to Glory here on the Sports by Schmucks channel. As we're taking a look at the Heisman watch, in that last game against UCLA, that dropped me, or I should say, dropped Xavier in the rankings, and now he's third. So he's got some work to do if he wants to get his first Heisman. And the road back to first place in that division is against Stanford. There's a home game. We're number 2 still, and as you see the stats on the season, pretty good passing yards, but the interceptions are kind of worrisome. You want that a lot lower, especially in college football. And then for rushing yards, he's still killing it, doubling the next rusher, the running back on the team, with 7 rushing touchdowns. But here we go, number 2 Oregon against Stanford. So we'll start off with the read option here. Xavier Banks takes it to the right, and he's got a lot of running room. Oh, gets a weird juke, kind of like a stop and start. But he's got some room. He's down to the 20. He's at the 15, gets brought down at the 11-yard line. A huge run for Xavier Banks there. And a great play by the young quarterback. Now on 2nd and 10, another read option. He keeps it again, and he just walks into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown Ducks. His teammates help him up, and that Xavier Banks is just killing it on the ground. Again, play action. Xavier Banks almost gets run over by his own lineman. Finds Eric Dungy there for the 15-yard catch. Now on 3rd and 8, throwing it downfield. Finds Lyerla, finally pronouncing it at least somewhat right, as that's another first down for the Ducks. Now with the option play, he's going to keep it himself, and it's a wise decision because he, again, just no one around him, gets right into the end zone. So 1st and 10 now. It's 14-10 Oregon. Stanford's hanging in there as B.J. Kelly makes a nice catch. So 2nd and 10, Banks is in the shotgun again. Finds Lyerla over the middle. Gets hit really hard, actually. Anyways, 1st and 10. And wide open over the middle. He looked wide open. Richard steps in front of Lyerla to pick him off. And that's Banks' first interception on the day. And it could be costly because this is still a close game. And yes, the Ducks are now trailing 17-14. So Banks looking to escape. And he gets brought down. And there was a timeout called because we're in 2 minutes left in the second quarter. And now Stanford, against his namesake, a big catch. So the Ducks still driving. 2nd and 10. Lyerla again with a big reception as he hands the ball to the ref as the clock stops at 1:13. We're down to a minute left now. Banks, 2nd and 15. Hurls it downfield for Dungy. He gets lit up but knocked into the end zone. 21-20 now is the score as Dungy makes the catch on the sideline. We're into the third quarter. Stanford got a field goal at their first drive in the third quarter. So Banks looking to run, finds Dungy over the middle again. Dungy's getting some nice receptions here. Lots of targets for the young receiver. So Oregon now. Again, Banks looking to somewhere to go with the ball. Outruns the lineman. Jukes a linebacker, looked like. And he gets out of bounds after a nice gain. So 1st and 10. Another read option, and Banks takes it up the middle. Nice spin move. Gets down to about the 2nd and 1 now. So on 1st and goal, the same drive, hands off to the Anthony Thomas, who picks up a nice 2-yard touchdown run. And right now, it's not so much about stats. We're looking at just, win the game. As Banks, we're down in the fourth quarter now. It's 28-28, and Banks gets run over 4th and 2, forcing a punt. And right here, you'll see it. As we don't touch the ball again. It's an interception for a touchdown for Oregon, and then Stanford just comes right down and drives the field to tie the game. So we never saw the ball again. Oh, and that's a costly mistake in overtime. That's a pick. Banks looking to take him down. He does, but that's going to give Oregon, Stanford, a great chance to win this game. So Banks now, they didn't win it actually. Lyerla over the middle makes a reception, 16-yard catch. And then on the jet sweep option, he just trips over the wide receiver, and Banks falls down. 2nd and goal now then. Banks looking for someone, finds Lyerla, who gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And they're going to go up a score on Stanford. Stanford comes back, scores 2 touchdowns. Banks on the read option, nowhere to go. They sniffed that one out. They've been running it all day. So 3rd and 19 now, last gasp for Oregon. Trying to go to Lyerla again. Richards, seen too much of that today. He picks it off, and the Ducks lose their first game of the season. 4 turnovers by the Ducks. And Stanford upsets Oregon on their home turf. And that's going to put a huge damper on Oregon's shot at a BCS National Championship bid. You see his numbers there. pretty solid offensively, but the turnovers ended up being too costly for the Ducks to overcome. And it drops us very far in the rankings. We're now number 10, and we've got another test. There's no time off here in the Pac-12 as Washington comes in, number 17 at 5-2. And you see Herbstreit, he's going with Washington to pull up the upset on the road in Eugene, Oregon. Is the Ducks going to lose 2 games at home back-to-back? I don't know, but Banks again dropping in the Heisman polls as well. So he's looking to improve on those numbers as well, trying to get back to the Heisman chase. And it's a snowy day here in Oregon as the Ducks are going all black to contrast against that. Lyerla with the reception, but he fumbles it. And nothing that Xavier Banks can do about that one. Maybe not throw that because of the opportunity for the hit, but no damage came of it as Oregon gets the ball back again. Looking for somewhere to go. Finds Dungy, the sure-handed Dungy, for a first down. So 2nd and 6 on the read option. Banks gets it, and he's going to get some nice blocking. Gets brought down in the end zone. Touchdown Ducks. That's a huge start as it's 6-3 because we missed the extra point. Oh, and not a good throw there as Dixon picks off Banks. Again, getting in trouble with the interceptions. You don't want to see that from this quarterback. He needs to grow and not throw as many picks. And sacked for a loss of 7. And we're down 10-6 all of a sudden in the second quarter. So 3rd and 17, looking for a big gain. Banks has all day to throw, just dumps it off to DeAnthony Thomas because nothing was open as he just didn't get anything going that drive. Now 1st and 10, next drive. Lyerla hangs onto the ball as he gets hit. Good catch by Lyerla there. Now Oregon still looking for somewhere to go with it. Over the the sideline, finds Kelly for a 21-yard gain. They're driving with just under a minute and a half left. So over the middle to Dungy this time, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown Ducks. This is going to be a back-and-forth game already, but we get the ball back actually after about 45 seconds. And Banks hurls it downfield. We haven't seen much of this, and that's probably why Peters picks it off for Washington. And that's going to end any hopes of getting any more points. That's already the 3rd turnover, the 1 fumble by Lyerla and the 2 picks by Banks. We go into the second half now. Banks on the option, and no one's around him. He got 1 really good block to spring him. He gets brought down after a huge gain, taking them into Washington territory. Now Banks on the little curl route to Kelly. That's another first down for the Ducks. Again with the read option. He keeps it, and he gets the first down. Solid running there. Finds a hole and gets what he can. Maybe the coaches want him to slide more, but I don't know what's happening there. So Banks now, it's 20-16 for Washington. They're not going away. And again, just tripping up on his own teammates. Little mistakes like that aren't going to help. As Kelly catches the slant, catches the pass on the slant, I should say. 1st and 10 after that. Finds Dungy over the middle on the nice little post slant route. I forget what that one's called. Someone can correct me in the comments, I'm sure. Anyways, 1st and 10. Banks finds Lowe again on a slant route. 1st and 10, keeping this drive moving as we're into the 4th quarter now. Banks, play action to DeAnthony Thomas, and wide open is Dungy. He gets brought down close to set up a 1st and goal. Now the handoff, play action, read option, whatever you want to call it. Just called it a touchdown for Oregon. 23-20. Now we get the ball back with 3 minutes left. Banks, as you hear my dryer go off, Banks is going to pick up a yard. Pick up enough for the first down. Well, not the second one. Let's just get back to the dryer threw me off as we head out now. 2nd and 14. 2 minutes left. Banks finds Thomas. He was out of the backfield on that play, and that's going to be a huge gain. Now 23-20. Lowe just gets stopped just short of the end zone, but they pick up a first down, sitting at 1st and goal. Now the read option keeps it himself, goes in for the touchdown. Oregon is up 30-20 after the play action pass. Washington made a game of it. They scored another touchdown, but we'll take a knee with Xavier Banks here to knee out the final. Oregon in the snow. Their fans are happy because they defeat the Washington team. I think they're the Huskies. I don't remember. Anyways, Washington is defeated by Oregon here in the snow, and you see the Washington player not happy about it. Xavier Banks, huge day with 4 total touchdowns. And there you see his number: 1 passing touchdown, 3 rushing TDs. And a really good day through the air for him, especially with completions. And 2 of those incompletions were interceptions, so pretty good day for him. And now the Ducks, still number 10, heading to Cal to see what they can do there. Come back next time for that episode, plus week 12. Thank you for watching our channel. Please like us on, follow us on Twitter, subscribe if you like our content. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.